Hello lovely humans, and welcome back to my channel. We are having a moment. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I do my filming day makeup routine, because it's completely different from my everyday face style, according to Elias. So I figured, why not? I know you guys have asked about this before. I'm no good at this, okay? I'm not. I just really enjoy it. So if you're a professional right now, it's probably the best time to skip on over to the next video, because this is probably going to make you a little uncomfortable. But if you have no idea what you're doing, just like me, then maybe you will enjoy it. So if you want to see how I've got this face style, go ahead and keep on watching. I hate when I say that, but it's the only transition I can think of at the time. So on filming days, I'm not exactly sure how quickly I will be able to get to the actual filming of things. So I want to make sure that my makeup is, like, stays in place. It's also going to be a lot more dramatic than it would be in normal real life stuff. Just slightly darker, you know, slightly more bronzer, those sorts of things. Because when I have all of my lights on, I'm pointing up here because there they are. When I have all those lights on, it really does wash out my face. So I don't normally wear this much makeup if I'm just going out, but on filming days, this is definitely what I go for. So what I started off with is this antioxidant face serum from Wild Woman. Basically, it's like 100% natural, smells like a dream. So this is my facial moisturizer that I use. And I give that a couple minutes to kind of soak into my face because it is an oil and I don't want everything sliding all over the place. Next up, I'm using this Bobbi Brown Vitamin Rich Face Base. Came in my Ipsy bag, which I need to still cancel. I don't know why I haven't canceled that yet, but I use this as a primer. And again, because I'm not exactly sure when I'll be filming, how long it'll take, how many takes it'll take, I like to have this as my base or a similar primer, just in case I need to go help with homework with the kids and I have to stop. And I mean, it's not like my makeup melts off my face on the daily. And we'll just give that a moment to, we'll just give that a moment to sink in. Coffee break. I can hear the song that I'm gonna use for the coffee break. That's soaked in enough. Next up, I'm gonna go in with my NYX Full Coverage Color Correcting Concealer, because as you can tell, got some correcting that needs to happen. I have naturally dark under eyes. It runs in the fam, thanks Dad. You'll see it's just slightly orange. I don't slather it on there, it's just a light layer. I forget what makeup tutorial I was watching forever ago about how to cover dark circles. And the gal was like, it's not about having thick layers. It's just about doing a little bit of color correcting. And I was like, oh, so you're telling me I've been doing it wrong. Great, thank you. You can see it's a little bit, wow, my eyes look so much more puffy in camera than they do in person. But you can see it's just a hint of orange in there. And then I'm gonna pull a Samantha Ravindell and mix my foundations together. So they're both Estee Lauder Double Wear foundations, both in the same shade technically, but they come out different colors. One is the Stay in Place and the other is the Water Fresh. Now I like to combine these. The Stay in Place is like holy grail. Even if I go full clean beauty, I don't know if I'll be able to ditch this because it's so good. It has a very matte finish, which is great on filming days, but if like normal stuff happens and I'm leaving the house, it's a bit too heavy for me for the daily. So I will mix in the Water Fresh, which has a much more dewy, natural finish to it. So I'll actually combine the two of these. There's no science to the amount, I just mix them together on the back of my hands. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Watch the second one pours out like liquid. Oh, and then I just mix it together with the back of a makeup brush, because I'm trash. Before I started mixing these two together, I would actually just add a few drops of cold pressed rosehip oil to the Estee Lauder, like the original Double Wear. And that helps to give it less of a matte finish and slightly more natural. So if you do have a foundation that you really do enjoy, but it has, like, it's way too matte, try adding a few drops of a cold pressed oil. That's safe for your face, obviously, and see how that works. Line pretty decent. So depending on the level of intensity of the under eye situation, I do a couple different options. Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer by It Cosmetics. that's some intense stuff. You don't need very much, so I'm probably gonna do that because just it's a teensy bit darker than I want it to be. That's more than enough to do my under eye and upper eye. And then just get a little bit on there and blend out with my finger. All right, that feels pretty well blended. You can still see it's pretty light under there, but that's okay. I'd rather be pretty light than dark. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Neutrogena Mineral Sheers Loose Powder Foundation to really lock that stuff in, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that was done. Next up, we are gonna go for everything sample sizes. Thank you, Estee. Park Avenue Princess. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Bronzer. And then whatever this little number is. When I first pulled this out, I was like, because again, Ipsy bag. I was like, what? That's not gonna, no. And then I used it and I was like, yes. So that's the shade, like a little bit of a shimmer to it. Not too much though, because that would be not my jam. Start back here and kind of pull down, work the brush back and forth. Don't want a very harsh line, so I will go through and blend that with my kabuki brush in just a minute. And I kind of just stopped just short of the apple because that's where I'm going to focus the blush. Any leftover product is going to kind of go up here and a little bit carried down here because again, I want to look good on camera, but not crazy in person. And then a nameless blush. Let's get that on the apples and pull it back just a little bit to blend those two. It's coming across very strong, which is good. That's kind of the point. But I'm gonna soften it just a teeny bit. Boom, baby. Hey. Here's where things get spicy. I have my Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. It's extreme. It's very, very extreme, but it has my favorite color of all time. It is this color right here, Fudge. Look at that. So delicious. It's so good. And for me, I think it's perfect for like a brown gold smoky eye. So yum. So I think that's the vibe that we're gonna go for. Hello. So I think that's the vibe we're gonna go for today, and just hope and pray that I don't get carried away on camera and then have to scrap the whole thing because I actually have another video to go film. What am I doing with my life? What are you looking for? I'm gonna take a little bit of random face powder and get that started as my eye base to make sure that concealer isn't migrating to the crease region. I hope no makeup artist watches this ever. So now I'm gonna take this very clean brush, dip it on into the fudge right there, and just press it right here. Just like so. And then because I don't understand humans who can do one complete eye and then go and start the other one, do the same to the opposite side. Oh, a little darker there. And then carry a teensy bit down here, whatever's left over. And now if we blend, I just think it's crazy that that little bit that I put there, get a blending brush on it, how much it carries it over, or I just really need to clean my brush, or both. Oh, I like it. Now I'm going to get a flat brush and go in with Dawn, right there. It shows up as nude in the palette, but when it goes on, it definitely has an orange undertone. See that? And I'm just gonna go ahead and press that onto the center of my lid and kind of blend it a little bit into the brown. Just a little bit. And then carry a little down here. And then we blend again. You know, people start with like a medium tone and then build up. I don't. I just go straight in with the dark and hope for the best. Do I want to go darker? Like, I don't want to go darker. I said don't get carried away. And I'm literally imploding before your very eyes. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that was the move. Okay. Put the lid on that for a minute just so I don't keep going. And then I'm gonna go in, because I just I love these. They're the Zoella ColourPop liquid eyeshadow situations. Yeah, still obsessed with them. More pink, and one's a little bit more, oh good, it's translating on camera. This one's a little bit more gold, this one's a little bit more pink. So I'm gonna go for this one, which is OG. And go ahead and place just a couple of blobs on my lid, mostly over where I had that original nude orange. I love this stuff because it dries very quickly and gives me that like glitter shadow that I sometimes really want to have without actually being glitter shadow, because if that stuff gets in your eyeballs, you're done. You're history. Like, you're like pseudo crying for the next 24 to 48 hours. So I like this stuff because it dries quick and it gives the look of glitter without actually maiming your corneas. It also serves as a great base if I want to press some more shadow on top of it. I got a little carried away and I went up a little high on this side. That's fine, that's fine. All right, it's not quite as OTT as I had pictured in my mind that I want to be doing. So I'm gonna go back in with Adorn, which is the shimmer in this Subculture palette, and just press that right on top. And I'm actually gonna press that over the dark brown as well, because it'll provide a nice base, but it'll still look glittery and blended all together. Oh, yes, yes. Much more coppery, less peachy, here for it. And I carry it pretty close to the innermost part of my eye, but not super close. I'll go in with my highlight and do that in a minute. But now the dark brown has a little shimmer to it, you know? Now we're going in with Wet n Wild. Because I stopped maturing at 12. This is a dark brown eyeliner pencil, and I'm going to line my upper lashes and my lower lashes with this, and then I will smudge it out with the brush, and probably go back over with that fudge color and really kind of pack that in. I like doing it like that because this provides a great base for the color to grab onto. So in my opinion, it feels like it stays better. It could be wrong, but it's like a waxy base for the shadow to grab onto instead of just doing the shadow by itself. I will do a black eyeliner all the time and then put a brown or a color over it. It just adds depth instead of being like black on your eyes. But for some reason today, we're really vibing with the smoky brown, all right? So just a little bit of depth there. And I bring the liner to right about here and don't go much further. I really like that C shape, and I don't carry all the way through because I feel like it makes my eyes look a lot smaller. That part doesn't have to be perfect because I'm gonna go in with this really thin, is this technically an eyeliner brush? I don't know. Tap it on into fudge again, and then just use that to both blend and carry more of that brown, the crease brown, onto my lash line. Can you see the difference? I totally can. It's just smoothed out. It's like a softened smoky. Because I do things in the most random and backwards way possible, now I'm gonna go in with my highlight and press that into my inner eye. And this one is, I hate the name of this one. It's Do Me. Why is it when I film makeup videos, someone's mowing a lawn? You're mowing your lawn now? It's the middle of a day on Thursday. There's nothing else you could be doing right now? Like, working? We move out to a little mini hobby farm. We have one direct neighbor. It's a Tuesday. Why? None of us have mowed in months because the grass wasn't growing. And then today of all days. So get some on that brow bone as well, and on the top of my cheekbones. And then, Brow Tint by Ulta. Stuff is so good. Normally I would line my brows, but I'm out of brow liner and I haven't bought any, so this is as good as it's gonna get for now. Now, mascara with my favorite CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. So I'm just gonna do a couple coats of this and then I'm gonna throw on some lashes. Neither of which I'm going to do on camera because mascara faces are weird. But I will say the real reason that I line my lashes or line my upper lash line like that is because I'm really bad at applying mascara and I accidentally hit, is that a glob? That's most assuredly a glob. Okay. I hit my lash line all the time. So if I already have liner there, it's nice and dark, it just like blends right in. And that's it. Here's mascara. That step's completed. I am about to do lashes. I am gonna do them off camera. Just there are other people who are better at this than I am, and I do not need to shame myself on the interwebs. But there is one thing I wanted to share with you when it comes to putting on lashes. This little nugget is a freaking game changer. So this is a cat eye eyelash curler, and it's intended to really work those lashes towards the outside edge. There's mascara at my eye. Hold on. Because you know when that happens and then you have leaky eyeball syndrome for the rest of the day. What, are you mowing our lawn now? Come on. Can we power through this? I think we can. Okay, so it's intended to curl the outer lashes. Obviously with a big eyelash curler, it covers your entire set of lashes, but this is intended to really work those. But I actually use this and I will work it all the way along my lash line to press the lashes down. Like I struggle to do my lashes without them. Now, of course, I'm not perfect at it. every time I talk about doing lashes, or you know, the 2 times a year I feel like I'm good enough to actually do a makeup video, I refer back to Chelsea Roach, who did a full-on video on how to apply them. So if you want to know how to do that, or how I do mine, go watch that video, because I would be garbage at explaining it. Okay, so I'm gonna just quickly kind of show you what I'm talking about with this. I can get all along my lash line and really press this down. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? Pretty cool, huh? Lashes are done. Now it's time to fix up the lips. And so what I'm gonna do is I actually have Zoella X Color Pop little one. I just love this nude color because it's not too pink. That's what I run into a lot, is I'm like, all these nude tones are so pink. And that's not, like, this is clearly erring on the orangey side of things. So I grabbed this. I don't know where the liner is, so we're living on the edge, literally. I should have wiped my foundation off first. That's coming across so deathly. No, I don't like that right now. Why? Why? Okay, I'm just gonna add in this chocolatey gloss to warm things up a little bit. I know that's obviously gonna mess with the integrity of a liquid matte lipstick, but this is, it's not vibing. There you go. Now she's a living and breathing human again. Hey, much better. Hey, I like it, I like it. All right, and then we're gonna finish it off with some Urban Decay All-Nighter Travel Size, cause I'm cheap. That's what we have for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me for my filming day makeup routine. Yeah, a lot of these products, 10 out of 10 recommend. Some of them don't recommend very much at the moment. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, hit subscribe if you want to keep hanging out. And until next time, bye guys.